Infrastructure development is at the heart of government's agenda to improve the lives of all Fijians. This week on Nation's Business, we follow Minister for Public Works, Meteorological Services and Transport, Honorable Rofilipe Tuisawao, on a tour to the Western Division. From water security initiatives to critical infrastructure upgrades, we take a look into the latest strides being made in Fiji's development journey. The tour began in the remote island of Malake, where the government has marked a significant milestone for its people with the completion of the Malake Submarine Crossing Upgrade Project. This 1.1 million project introduces a new 3-kilometer-long submarine pipeline, which will provide Malake Island with a more resilient and reliable water supply.
Dua sawa ye dua gombo oi Biu yeah
Government is appreciative of the Vanua and acknowledges the presence of the Turangatu Navitilevu na Abu Samalaki. Moving forward, government is priority is water. It is a basic need, and we have prioritized water developments throughout the country, especially in our rural communities, where water is can be a scarce resource. But if it is not a scarce resource, the access to water is an issue, such as on this island of Malake. Na kene sau bibia 2.2 milioni na kene sau na project ko kala ni bibia ona na ndrochi ko bakada na leoni nanda tu korongo ko sa daba bini na ni tao bina ka chuna korongo ona sini batarong sar daba na buna me watu to watu teki uketu watakamena sano lau se sano lomai biti iyo wawne mena kachu bikem do natural kena marama na kena tawa chu na koro na kena lungeni chu na bi wator da tak na tabini maten tu ko sa ba domingo watala kena liba na kena do da me rani baung keta chu na nda mbula na bi koro me rani tawa chu na koro ndarani ba dora tal chu na sona lalaga ni biba tora tai koro ni mbula chukin na nonda bi koro bambi na kana siama chuga ni na mbula pakailaw.
The Malake Submarine Crossing Upgrade Project that was originally installed in 2015 brought much needed relief to the island's residents who previously depended on groundwater and rainwater. However, as the old pipeline deteriorated, a new upgrade was essential to ensure the community's long-term water security. With this upgrade, the people of Malake are assured of a steady, climate-resilient water supply thanks to the government's commitment to climate adaptation and sustainable development.
Liuna kena mai tikibu na bingarabi ni tambani waya sina ni todo kosara na bingarabia so na bi vale me baka ni laini e baka mendau tawanga na laini dake bikime mina bi vale tukuira ndau mata. Ya, wai baka binibinakata na nung to bingara binatambani wai ragiraki na kinaba kaudake na ripote ni Koro Malake. Merawa ni may upgrade tagitali na laini ni wai Malake. me baka sa sotabiti ko na ngona binaka ni kuwa sa nikua sa singin nindo na lenga sa singin nindo na mara sa singin tal nindo na ka mengai baka tawo taka na nema mi baka yang atagi waiti ko na lewi ni koromalake e na ngona binango baka binibina atagi ti ko na tambani wai turanga na CEO kay na tambani wai ragi kay na tambani wai viti e na buguni bingarabi binaka do may bingarabi ki na sa sotabiti ki na ngona binanga ni ko na baka lewi na koromalake.
This project not only secures water but also aligns with Fiji's Water Sector Strategy 2050 in enhancing accessibility and resilience for all communities, particularly those in the maritime areas. This achievement is not just about infrastructure, it represents the vision for a resilient, inclusive, and sustainable Fiji.
Ikondorisi nga maraw akibia. Ano buko nga, ni ken sambay dalawi na kanime mamuhay. Oyao, manambula akibu bawa imaikina salewa makumbuni wana wa ingu endua na uranga daun rukwai akena ndrendre unawai daun ruku enda toye bira behdambe ya ni obu pale bisinga wasanga bula kapana ngalo ni daw awana ki ya obapi ni binaka isa dona ndraki ni bisa usainga biendi kwa ndabinaka na bibaro akina uranga ikeme msamba istumia indona wai sava sa iko kenda mpore.
In this segment, we travel to the province of Ra, where a new chapter begins with the grand opening of the long-awaited Naseyani Bridge. Minister for Public Works, Meteorological Services and Transport, Honorable Filipe Tuisawa recently commissioned the bridge, a significant achievement in Fiji's infrastructure development. The Naseyani Bridge will connect the villages of Nananu and Narauyamba to Kings Road, benefiting a community of approximately 200 people. With an investment of 3.21 million funded by the government, the completion of this bridge will not only provide a safe and reliable crossing, but it will also create greater opportunities for trade and connectivity.
As you know, infrastructure is a very critical part of any program for government development in terms of uplifting our people who might not have access. So this is a key development as far as the province of Ra is concerned, and I wish to acknowledge the Vanua for their support, without which government cannot move forward on its own. The bridge is a very symbolic structure. Nidado tungunandone kawakaw, rani kawakaw and the Rivichungo. Yo kau talanga ni kana bise mati chuga na biokan na kana vande tagi chuga na bikabena kai. So any infrastructure development, whether it is roads or bridge, must go in hand with proper planning. So if there's a road or bridge, the village or Tikina or the province must ensure that you have a proper development plan or sustainable development plan in moving forward, which would encompass economic development or livelihood. Government cannot fund every development, all developments. So it is we are asking the communities to also contribute. Dalam bimbitang na nominindo sa ikemni bata ikemni. Me sadi chuna matel diora ni sona kan ni sa sanga manara sanga patikim ni na lalu ber menda do sa sanga ta kan bulan ni rawatikan ta patikan ta me kuni chuna ta pakasa man bulan ni menta pakarara ni sa to so fata chia ken la ben karaben matel tundon kan undor ni rawat.
Before the Naseyani Bridge, residents in nearby villages face significant hardships. With no proper bridge linking their villages to the main road, residents struggle to access essential services like healthcare, education, and markets. Designed to withstand the extreme weather conditions, the bridge will also facilitate commute, granting easier access to these services.
Some of the challenges we faced was that since there was no bridge, the children along with us, we had to cross the river to come to school early in the morning. Sometimes it's really cold in the morning and the children have to walk across the cold water. The villagers here, they also tried to put up some walkways. Unfortunately, during a flood, the walkways usually got washed away and we were back to the same. That's how the struggle was for the past 10 years we were here. When it's flooded, we also missed out on school as well as the children. So the role in the school was really low, so we had to go and report at other schools.
Only Naseyani children they are affected, and none of them were coming to school. Only Naseyani students were affected.
For me, I'm happy that the bridge has opened because it will also help us as well as the children. Looking at the children crossing the river in the morning and in the afternoon, I feel pity for them because some of them they are as young as they're in year 1 and some are ECE and they almost get their uniforms wet. So now it's good that the bridge has opened here, and also for us teachers here, we can also use the bridge to go back home again.
So finally we can say that our wait is over. Both the children and the vehicles can make their way to school.
The new infrastructure symbolizes a pivotal milestone in the journey of growth and prosperity for the Ra community. With its completion, people living in nearby communities will have the vital connection needed to sell produce at the Raki and Suva markets, ensuring a safe return home to loved ones.
Se banda buka ko nga kira fiti pa ina buku ni ruton dili batay kan ruto product ina buku ni pa ina na kina buakaw dawla nga nawai sama ni kau tati ko wa bina kana ngalo ni kuwa ni na yalo kena unumitri ni bono wa bimbi na buku ni kau bu kema marau tagi ne buku lebu na abusa ruwa mali kena kursangu na kena baro rote kena vingravi na buku ni kau mandola bina singa bina kuwa.
The Land Transport Authority is actively working to meet the growing demand for public services in Nadi. With over 27,000 registered vehicles and over 33,000 licensed drivers, the need for accessible, efficient public services has never been more pressing. The government has responded by investing in the refurbishment of the Nadi fully fledged office, the establishment of a new LTA Express office in Matintar, and the nationwide deployment of portable speed cameras. These upgrades will provide better access to LTA services for the people of Nadi, reducing waiting times and ensuring that services are more convenient and accessible.
I would like to thank the LTA board and management for the great progress that we've achieved so far. And there is a lot of criticism, but sometimes the criticism is not really the reality. The work carries on, and that's the most important thing as we move forward. So Nadi is really seen as a high, I would say high volume in terms of LTA work, in terms of vehicles, licensing, etc. So it's very, very important. It's very important that we have the facilities which can cater for that, not only for the volume, but also it is a major area of, I suppose, current development and future development. So as a government, it's very important that we plan ahead. And that's something which seems to be, from my joining government 2 years ago, which seems to be lacking. So forward planning in terms of and forecasting, taking into account the population, the business developments, and of course, when we look at LTA and transport, the number of vehicles on the road, etc., which would be concurrent with the population growth and also the developments we see around us. And one of the main criticism has been the loss of agricultural land for other activities such as business developments. But such criticism maybe could also have positive impacts, as we can see today in Nandi. In Nandi, 27,545 registered vehicles, 33,867 licensed drivers. So more drivers than vehicles. So I wonder the difference there, what vehicles they're driving. Anyway, the $145,000 refurbishment ensures greater access. And I suppose, as we can see, there's no traffic jam here, like in town. There's ample parking, 12 customer service counters, and other facilities as we can see today. And then we have the Nandi Express office in Matintara, am I correct? Yes. So that's 584,000. Again, it's great that we now have these two offices for the people of Nandi. And for me, it'll be also sort of a mental rest because I've been bombarded with a lot of complaints from this side. But let's hope that will go down in terms of the facilities, the waiting time. I think people have been sitting in the sun sometimes.
Beyond infrastructure enhancements, LTA's dedication to modernization is further demonstrated through the deployment of portable speed cameras. The LTA's new initiatives are not just about improving convenience, they're about ensuring that all Fijians can navigate the roadways safely, avoiding the dangerous consequences of speeding and reckless driving.
Indolong ko sa roro na manage ta kana lori ko dito sa ngumsan. Ako mayor na portable cameras ngo sa nawaror ta kasara non ta kada na enforcement officers. So may pagka niya sa sabaran to ni wili lebon ni lori chumda nga sa sabaran. Sini biro ruchu ba ta kina valisilis nyelti kena bang ta ngona na portable cameras may bibi kemon kena monitor ta kena ngaraw ni na rito sa kinamar. Balit sarili mo na padal kaya pitu na overspeeding. Kita may kotoman may na portable cameras may bibu kung na na enforcement officer kena do taru bina didi batuton. Walilia ko ba bunichu na iwasili ko ni padal kaya mo sa overspeeding. Nalor sa sulime na mga sawati, may babi na binakatanga na mata nito, nabubunin kaya na sulime ya, nabubunin kaya nga bali po ng LTA na kaya na karabin na nonita. Yung babi na binangabali po, mambibi ito na management ng LTA na staffs, nung rata-kata ka kukuha, babutukan na signikuhan, may indala ito kinura na wali-walabol, babi na binabali po na sila ito na nonrangaw na, di na pong kanangaw na rin do Wall Street. Yaratola changalu tunita ya wabine binabali ironi rakabutu na nonrita binalodina.
The refurbished Nandi fully fledged office now introduces 12 customer service counters, including premium and elderly care services designed to handle the growing number of residents seeking registration and licensing services. These investments are part of the government's commitment to ensuring that all Fijians, regardless of their location, can access essential services efficiently and safely.
When I was a child, we used to walk towards Danarau before the hotel. So there were a lot of waterways there. So it could probably be linked to the land reclamations over the number of years. But that's something we cannot change, and we just need to look at this flood alleviation project and ensure it goes ahead. So there are other challenges too on the other side of Nandi, which we have been briefed on in terms of the roads, the encroaching settlements, in terms of informal settlements, and there is a need to really look at the planning part. Where do we come in as roads, the waterways, and also in terms of the population, the number of children has vastly increased over the last 20 years. the need for more schools, etc. So it's quite a big task. This is just part of it. As we move forward and as leaders, we have to keep on thinking, and our operations people within the ministry, LTA, Fiji Roads Authority, we all need to really work hard to ensure that the developments in Nadi move forward in a planned, systematic way, and in a way which alleviates some of the challenges we have today.
Moving forward, the focus remains on continuous improvement and alignment with international best practices to ensure the Fijians receive world-class transport services.